We set up summer school because there's a massive summer dip for children, and we find that some children don't do very much over the holidays. They don't leave Leigh, and there's a big they don't pick up a pencil or do any reading or anything like that over the summer holidays. So by bringing them back for a week during the summer holidays, we find that works really well. We don't do it the last week, we do it the week before, because we know they're tired by Friday, they've got a week to recover, but they're back into the swing of school. We've had the bikes again this year. We've had, I think it was 5 or 6 children who couldn't ride a bike on Monday who are now riding without stabilisers. So we've had 2 staff out there just giving children confidence, and of course the playground's great because you've got that good run up and down to get them riding and balancing without stabilisers. So it's a good investment, and one mum's just said to me, it's a birthday in 2 weeks, we're going to get her a bike. So that's lovely.
You're doing really, really well, aren't you, Emily? We're getting there, we're not quite there yet, but I think we will be by the end of today, definitely. Do you?
Yeah.
Good.
It's too hard for me at home with like stabilisers, so Mrs. Halliwell's gonna teach me. Mrs. Warner said Mrs. Halliwell is the best bike riding teacher. Everyone says that she's the bike riding queen.
During summer school, we try and make it very fun. This year's been very forest school based, so we had a day up at Lilford Park and we went up to the woods for the day. We played big games of hide and seek in the woods, because again it's not what children do now. They did some landscape drawing. We'd got 8 cameras that they did photography, so things that appealed to them, things that they like, they took photographs of. So some of them were images of the trees, they took photographs of each other, they took photographs, found lots of slugs, so they took photographs of those. Lots of anything that created their imagination, because again, it's not something you do in school. You don't tend to give children cameras and let them take photographs, so we did a lot of work on that. Then we've had some days in school based on Wind in the Willows, so they've explored the characters of Wind in the Willows, what kind of character Toad was, what he needs to do to improve himself, how Badger was very sensible and the qualities that he has. So we did some character exploration. We've jump modelled because Toad wanted a new car, a sports car, so they've invented a new car for him. Or they could do a boat because of course they sailed on the river. It was all using recycled materials, nothing bought. We made bug wind chimes, which linked into the bug hunt that we did when we went to Brockholes. We went to Brockholes for the day. We did pond dipping. All the children did pond dipping. They did it in small groups, and again, it was something they'd never done before. Kneeling down, dipping with a special net into a special pond which had platforms round, especially for pond dipping, which was great. And then the children had identification sheets of the things that they might find in a pond. They used magnifying glasses to have a good look at them, and they were amazed at what they found. They thought it was absolutely wonderful. They found fish, they found pond skaters, they found all sorts. Then in the afternoon they went down to the woods and made potions to help the trees grow. So again, there were lots of different things that they could squirt, and add in a natural material, so things that they could find on the floor to make it smell woody and natural, and then to give it to the tree of their choice and make a wish for the tree, which was quite nice. That was for the younger ones. The older ones went bug hunting, and again they did have a magnifying glass, lots of exploration, looking at the different things. One of them found a noose, which they were both thrilled with. Summer school, we find with children a lot of skills. That we build up their independence, so through the sandwich making and things like that. We teach them new skills, so give them things that they've not done before. So the majority of those children, I don't think any of them actually knew what pond dipping was. They thought we were going to dip them in the pond. So again, you've given them that. Lots of cooperation when we did the story sticks in the woods. To try and hold a stick and tie a piece of string on it yourself is quite difficult. So it's kind of saying to them, well, if you ask somebody else and they hold the stick and you do it, a lot of them couldn't even like not actually when we first started. So even that is a new skill. But a lot of team building, and cooperation and asking each other, well, can you help me do this? it's a good thing to do in a smaller group. It's easy to do, well, over 50 children, it's easy to do with well staffed. We practice the reading, so they do lots of reading skills. They've done writing, they've explored language. We've done some maths, we've done estimation, we've done some work on capacity. They've been adding capacities up, making a friendship potion with water outside. Absolutely lots. I should write a big long list. Usually have around 50 children. That's what we've had this year doing summer school. We've had that consistently over the last number of years. Leigh Neighbours sponsor us 20 children, so we choose children that are living in the Leigh Neighbours areas. That's my first job, is to list those, and then I go through and see if the children that would benefit from it. So like one little girl that we've had is very shy, very quiet. She's academically achieving quite well, she's okay, but she's very shy and very quiet. So this week she's one of the ones that can even ride a bike now. So we've increased her confidence and her ability to do things on her own without maybe family being with her. We choose children who don't get much done with them over summer holidays, so when they come back to school they can talk about summer school, the adventures that they've been on. So they've got something different to write about. So we choose children for that, and we choose children that need that boost, that are just below where they need to be, and summer school will just give them that bit of a boost and a start back to school. And that's what we find when children come back after they've done summer school. They hit the ground running. They've not got that week of tiredness because they've had it at summer school, and they come back with the mindset, I'm back to school and this is what I've got to do. So it works well.
Mrs. Warner said I'd done very well and I can do some more on Friday with Mrs. Halliwell. Went to Brockholes and it was so much fun. The best bit was the zip line.
Coming home excited every day because she's learned to ride a bike without stabilisers here.
Creativity.
Yeah.
And I've learned how to do the story steps.
It gives them an opportunity to experience things that they might not get to do otherwise, like some of the trips out and things like that, you might not get a chance to do. And also, some of the modelling and the crafts, and we've got the bikes outside, so they're riding on bikes and things like that. So it's really good. It's a really valuable thing, I think, for them to do. And it's just a week, so we still get the rest of the holiday. But yeah, and they get bored, so it keeps them interested as well. So it's really good.